We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. Everything is blue. His pills, his hands, his jeans, and now I'm covered.
Hello my loves, today I have a DIY spring room decor video for you guys and awesome ways to spice up your room for spring. Just add a splash of color, and let me tell you guys, if you're ready to get down and dirty in this video, because you are going to be using a lot of paint and glue, and let me tell you, I kind of got everywhere messed up, so you might want to do it on a surface that you don't mind getting messed up, because I don't think your parents would want that to happen. So if you guys want to see how to get these awesome DIYs, then just keep on watching. The first DIY is going to be a DIY Pom Pom Pillow, and let me tell you guys, this really brightens up your bed and it adds a nice touch. So you'll need a hot glue gun and some pom-poms, of course. You'll need some hot glue sticks, and you'll need some pillow stuffing and some fabric of your choice. You will also need some scissors and a ruler to trace the lines on your fabric. You can either make this a giant pillow or a small pillow, but I chose to go with a small pillow. Now, to be honest, I really love to sew and I prefer to sew my pillows, but I'm making this a no-sew project for those of you that do not know how to sew. So all you need is some hot glue, and you just put it along the sides of your fabric. You line up your fabric evenly and you just wait for it to dry, and then all you have to do is turn your pillow inside out and stuff it. It's as simple as that. Now, while you are gluing the last side of your pillow, do not glue it all the way. Leave that little flap open so you could turn it inside out and stuff it. If you do accidentally glue it shut, then just peel the glue apart and then just stuff it from there. No worries. Now, once you have turned your pillow inside out, all you have to do is stuff it. So you could use a pencil, a chopstick, or anything of your choice to just push the stuffing into there. And once you're done, you just glue it shut, and there you go. Now, I got this idea because I saw these really cute pillows at Target and they were $5 and up, I believe. And I was like, I can do this DIY at home and it would be really inexpensive. So all you have to do is just get some pom-poms, and they were only $1. And I just got them at Walmart, and all I did was hot glue them onto the pillow, and it adds a really nice touch and it makes your bed look really colorful for spring. I also got this really cute donut pillow from Route 21 for only $3, so I threw that onto my bed as well, and both of these pillows really brighten up my bed and add a nice touch for spring. I am now going to show you guys how to make your own coasters. Now, for this project, you could either use ready-made coasters, or you could just get a sheet of this cork material or whatever you call it. You'll need an X-Acto knife and some paint brushes and any color paint of your choice. Now, to make your circles, you could use whatever you want, but I used this lid off of a coffee cup, and I just started to trace 4 circles onto this cork sheet. Now you want to take your X-Acto knife and carefully cut around the circles that you made. However, this material or this sheet or whatever you want to call it was a little funky, and when I was cutting around it kept chipping the edges of my coaster, so if that happens to you guys, no worries. When you paint it, it'll look nice. Now, if it wasn't obvious already, I'm making a donut, so I just took one of my little paint bottles and I put it in the middle to make the circle in the middle of the donut, and then I just started painting it brown, and then you want to paint the sides as well, and you want to wait a good while for this paint to dry. After waiting for over an hour for this to dry, I'm going to start painting my frosting onto the donut, and you want to do 2 coats of this pink paint or whatever color you use because it does show up a little transparent, so 2 coats. Now, once you wait for that to dry for over an hour as well, you want to start painting on your sprinkles, and you can use any color once again and just paint as many sprinkles as your little heart desires. Now while we wait for that to dry, we're going to work on the watermelon. So I'm just taking this paper cup and I'm going to trace a circle, and then I'm going to trace another circle in the middle. So that's where the red part is going to go. The other circle is going to be the white part, and the outer one is going to be the green part, of course. I'm going to start by painting the middle red, of course, and you want to give this at least about 2 to 3 coats and let it dry for an hour. Now you're going to go in with your white paint, so you're just going to paint around the red right there with the other circle that you made. And then once that dries, then you're going to paint around it with green. And with the green paint, I had to do so many coats, so just do as many coats as you want or until you're satisfied. And of course, this would only happen to me, typical Sam. I lost my black acrylic paint, so I had to use a black permanent marker to draw the seeds into the middle of my watermelon. So if that happens to you, just use a marker. Now it is time to make your orange. So all you're going to do is trace a circle in the middle of your coaster, and then you're going to paint the inner circle white and then the outer circle orange. Now, I didn't have a really dark orange paint. I had like a peachy color, so I just used that instead. But hey, whatever, it works. It looks nice at the end anyway. Now, once everything has dried completely, you're going to start painting little orange triangles in the middle of your circle, and that will act as the inside of the orange. And here are your finished coasters. These are totally cute and totally ready for spring. Okay guys, I have to admit, besides the pillow, this is one of my other favorite DIYs in this video. It's a DIY tumbler frame. Now all you need is an old picture frame that you don't mind painting, some acrylic paint of your choice, and some paintbrushes, of course. Now all you do is take the paint of your choice and you just start painting around on your picture frame, and make sure you wait for it to dry and then give it another coat. Now once my frame dried, I actually loved how it turned out because it gave it that old rustic vibe, and that's what I was kind of going for. So I didn't want it to look that polished and perfect, so I love the way mine turned out, and if you like it that way too, then you don't really have to do much once it's dried. Now it is crucial that you wait for your frame to dry for a whole day. For the next step in this project, you are going to need your dried picture frame, some sticker letters. You will also need a sponge brush, some Mod Podge, some scissors, and some scrapbook paper, glitter or confetti of your choice, and some stickers. You are now going to take the inside of your picture frame and trace it onto the scrapbook paper of your choice. Then you're going to cut it out, and you're going to take some Mod Podge and put it on the inside of the frame and just blend that in with your foam brush. And then once you're done, you're just going to glue your paper onto there, and that's it. I chose to go with this feather scrapbook paper because it totally fits that Tumblr vibe and my personality. And now I'm just going to throw a whole bunch of confetti into there, and once I'm done, I'm going to close it all up. Once I'm done working on the inside, I'm going to turn my frame over and I'm going to start sticking my letters onto the front of my frame. I chose to go with the word Wanderlust, but you could make your frame say whatever you want to suit your personality. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to stick my giant sticker at the bottom of my word, and I feel like it ties it all together and it just suits it perfectly. Now, if you have some boring shelves in your room, I'm going to show you some ways to spice them up. Now, these were some objects from last year's DIY, and it was just getting so boring, so I decided to switch it out with the frame that I just made, and I love how that looks on my shelves, and I added some candles for a nice touch. Now this tiny shelf here, it also needed a splash of color, so I got this really cute candle at Five Below for only $3, and I got this little succulent plant at Target last year for $3 in the dollar section, and I just put a little white flower on top of my clock, and that totally makes my shelf look awesome. Alright my baby babies, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave some comments down below for me. Until next time, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah!